Right, we're live again.
Okay, take three.
No, this is the first time we've done it. It's just that we're splitting it up in parts so you can view it easier.
Take 532.
The governments, they do nothing.
Right, as we were saying, SmackDown.
It was glorious.
Yeah. It was glorious.
Indeed.
What?
Indeed.
Shelton's on SD, so that's fun.
What kind of drug is that?
Shelton Benjamin.
Oh no, you said he was on SD. I got confused. I was like,
ooh.
Speaking of sports stars on drugs.
Oh, actually, do you know what? Nothing else happened on SmackDown. Speaking of sports stars on drugs. That's all that happened, really. Shelton Benjamin came on.
WWE racism prevails again because they just go, do you know what? We can replace that one black lad with another one.
Do you know as well? Gable. I've noticed this since. Chad Gable, the bop of Charlie Haas.
Yeah.
His fucking, like, that's who should have played the father-son storyline.
Well, we all know that.
Yeah, he looks the fuck. I think it'll be fine. But who turns on who? Because they're not lasting long. It's fucking Alex.
What?
Nothing.
Where are you? Without giving specific details.
Like, I'm in town. I don't know what they're expecting. I've seen people getting sick, like, in front of me, so this shit's fun.
Not fair. It's Friday night, so.
I was walking out of a pub in the city on Monday.
What's going on here?
Oh shit! I gotta send you the link, actually, Amy, for the YouTube.
Nathan. Oh, and Nathan. Or is he here? Oh yeah, he's here.
Everyone's
being silent. Hi. Nathan's my new favorite, Amy. Just so you know. I want to talk every week.
Alex and I have formed a bond because we're both your 19-year-old whipping boys for far too long.
Damn email address, Aaron.
What? Oh God!
Aaron's brain is.
What's going on with the cameras? I can't see anybody. I can only see Nathan. Nathan's the only person I can see.
Alex, that fucking cut me. That comment that you just made really cut me like a knife. That fucking hurts, dude.
Really? Is it as bad as me? Is it as bad as me saying that Mary's girl isn't that good?
Oh. No, because I still like Mary's.
Do you know what? No, it's not. It actually cut me a little bit deeper. That one did.
Oh boy. I mean, now
I've done nothing but defend you, and you've like literally just kind of like. This thing is, as soon as someone came along, you were just so willing to try.
Right, is someone playing this podcast in the background?
No, we just get feedback whenever we have somebody new.
Fucking Nathan. You're the only person this didn't happen with, Keane.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I can't be corporate Keane.
I wish you were.
Learn.
Oh, Aaron. Jesus, that's just mean.
I wish everyone was corporate Keane.
Dayton is our champion, or, you know.
No,
well,
he's not.
Thank you.
No, he's not.
He had. You'd think he'd do a Mankind in it, at least keep the belt for a while, but no, he kept it for 2 days, and he got beaten.
Some of the greatest title reigns ever have been short.
Fuck off!
Some of the greatest,
exactly.
Rey Mysterio had a one-night.
It's not the length; it's what you do with it. And I had a very good.
I didn't do
anything with it.
You're like that person You're like that person someone's bring back to a hotel one night, right? And he says he's going to absolutely destroy her, and 30 seconds in, he goes like that to that.
Such a disappointment.
Cameras set up in my hotels.
Anyway, John Jones is a fucking idiot. Oh, no.
Speaking of people who need performance enhancers.
Oh my God, that came out Wednesday night. I I laughed for us. I don't think Amy's noticed it, has she? Because me and Nathan have. I think she has. She's I love it. The Dan's just like, you know what? Fuck it. We just use Mr. Stretch Armstrong over here. Oh God. Oh, this has been the best, most professional podcast.
So that NXT stuff, huh?
I just literally just want to I just want to kind of wait until I make sure that Alex is like in his home safe. That's literally what I'm more concerned about right now than anything else.
Nice.
It's out of concern. It's more than you though.
Right. Who's viewing this actually, I wonder?
Nathan.
Here I am.
If whoever's viewing this, right, I want them to comment.
Oh, yeah.
There's a comment section that we have under this. I want you to comment under it and tell me who you are, so we know. As well, just a heads up: the first 2 or 3 videos amassed so much viewage that we got an entire 2 cents off my monetization.
Yay!
See, Nathan equals money.
No, not the first 2 with you.
Not the first 2 with you.
The actual 2.
Alex equals money.
Technically, this
Alex equals money.
this podcast dipped after Amy came on, but
That's true, actually.
One of the highest viewed episodes is when I showed up.
And I still say we should have got done.
Oh.
Well, what makes it better? I'm gonna be at his wedding on Thursday, and I'll make sure to say that to him.
Oh wait! Before I forget, because it's 11:15, and we have to deal with the punishment that I have forgotten about. Dan, if nobody knows, just so we can go back to the results as I sarcastically flip through my papers and lose them. The winner was me and Alex with a total of 8 points each. Amy came second with a total of 7 points, and then Dan came last. Because of this, and because Dan is a massive Baron Corbin mark, he has to tell us in detail for at least 10 minutes why him cashing in his briefcase was a brilliant idea and why he's probably not going to get anywhere in the WWE and he's probably a bit overrated.
I must half what you said there, Aaron, because this is breaking up.
As I was saying, you have to tell everyone why Baron Corbin is overrated and his cash-in was actually a stroke of genius. I think that was kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
Basically, that was the gist of it, yeah?
Pretty much.
I have to say why he's overrated.
Say why he's overrated, and you have to tell us why his cash-in is a stroke of genius.
Who is rating him highly?
You. Just fucking do it, boy, will ya? Stop taking the fun out of it. Jesus.
I know. I have a feeling that at this point now, Aaron is wishing that I lost.
Yeah, I kind of am. I was really hoping that Amy, because at one point there, I think, what match was it? I think it was the WWE. Yeah, if you lost the WWE title and the Universal title match, you would have come last. And I was fucking, my fingers were crossed for it, because then you would have had to tell us why Marty Scurll isn't all that great.
I was thinking about having to do that, and when I was reading the messages, I was like literally being like, I'm actually on the brink of tears, because when anyone talks shit about anyone I love, I'm very quick to shoot them down. Everyone's like, I know, when you like someone, you see, their flaws better. I'm like, I don't see flaws, so I don't know anything wrong with him at all.
They are perfection. Anyway, we need to deal with Dan's shit, because Dan has to leave for work, I'm assuming, in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, so
Am I
get
right?
Dan.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Hey,
Dan,
Okay.
I want you to tell us.
So I pretty much do a critical analysis of somebody I like. That be fair to say?
Say that again.
What was that, Dan?
Ah, he's getting into it. I like it.
Would it be fair to say I have to do a critical analysis of somebody I like?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The problems with Baron Corbin. He came up from NXT too soon. He was definitely not ready for the main roster when they brought him up. He definitely could have done with like a run kind of near the top of NXT to kind of get him used to being like a. He wasn't really put over too much as a heel in NXT, not given enough time. So that's for a start was rushed. Giving him the Royal again was a mistake. Like making a debut, but I think it was the right way of bringing him up to the main roster either. Not good.
No, you have no help until I say so.
Doesn't need help.
You had 4 days to get ready for this. You had 4 days.
This is like
I
forgetting.
don't like a good one. I'm just kind of adding more to what I already had. Okay. The problem is he's not like any of the other wrestlers we have where they've had a history in wrestling. Like he's come from football, so he's still pretty green in that aspect.
I love how Nathan's like very enthralled by this.
How is this supposed to be enthralling? I'm trying to take the piss or scrutinize somebody. It's really quite.
I thought this was
Right,
going to be. I thought this was going to be easy for you. I thought this is probably going to be the easiest one of the lot because, as they said in the chat, and I'd say it to Nathan. Obviously, we know Amy's one that was the Marty's Girl thing, but Alex's thing was supposed to be about Jim Cornette, about why he's actually a maverick and he's a genius. And I thought they were going to be way too hard. I thought this one was going to be the easy one. I think you like Baron Corbin that much.
Well, it's not that I like him that much. I just, and look, we're not going to get into that because that's not what this is. Right.
Dan just taking all the fun out of it.
He was not ready for his push. He's not good enough. He's not good enough on the mic. He hasn't had time to fully develop his heel character. He's got a very limited moveset. He's turning bald and doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. He doesn't have himself over or promo. His only redeeming factor is he has one of the best finishers going, but you know he's never going to win a match unless he hits it. So you know when he's going to lose a match.
That's
when
very true, actually. That's. Do you know what? I'm not going to take that as a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. At least you know when he hits his move, he's winning.
Yeah, I know that, but that's also a bad thing when he's losing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, yeah, he's not there yet. I don't agree with what they did to him, but he definitely wasn't ready. I would have preferred if they had done a more sensible, because like the way they've done his cash in, he has looked like the stupidest idiot ever. Like he had got rid of Cena, then left, and then decided to come back. Like he should have done it then and there after Jinder had been paid off. Time to do it, but no, give Jinder time to recover.
It's not even like as we said last week. Remember, it's not even giving Jinder time to recover because he was still bait. One good kick in the head there would have killed him. It was the fact that he did not deal with Cena.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm getting to. The fact then that he kept looking over his shoulder, knowing Cena was coming, and just then was suddenly shocked when Cena did appear. I mean, I'm like seriously, if you're expecting something to come and then it comes, surely you're going to be but no. No, he's a fucking idiot. Anyways, what's done is done.
And that wasn't as half as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Realistically, I would have cried in mine at least.
Yeah, that's what I was looking forward to be honest.
Well, to be fair, Marty hasn't done anything stupid enough to be angry at him for.
Marty.
He did. He joined the Bullet Club.
British
Dan, he did do something stupid. He joined the Bullet Club.
That's not a stupid
Bullet
thing.
Club is fucking
No,
awesome.
no. The stupid thing he did was going on Take Me Out. But sure, we'll not go into that.
No. Do you know what the Bullet Club was? Right? Do you know what the Bullet Club was? I know it is. What the Bullet Club was a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel.
You've never watched New Japan in your life. You cannot comment on a New Japan faction.
No,
all you have seen.
No, I'm saying about how. No, what I'm trying to say is, from an outside perspective.
I didn't think that would actually happen.
No, what I'm trying to say is about the Bullet Club is what they're like just in general. I'm not saying about what they've done. I'm just saying in general. Right? When Balor joined them first and created it with Carl Anderson and fucking Luke Gallows and there was one more in that group, wasn't there? Was there? Or was it just those three for a while? Well, we'll just say it was just those three for a while, right? What they were a nice, lovely bottle of Jameson Black Barrel, right? Very expensive, very nice. And everyone wanted one. If you drank whiskey, you'd know what it was. Which I'm assuming some of you do, I don't know. Right? Then AJ Styles joined them, and they got a little bit bigger, a little bit watered down, so to speak. So then they turned into Jameson. I mean, it's nice. It's just not as good as Black Barrel. I'm still gonna drink it if it's in front of me, but it's not as good as Black Barrel.
Weirdest analogy I've ever heard in my life.
No, it is but it's a good analogy because then the fucking Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks joined, and now they're just fucking a bunch of lads over here. And oh, by the way, we're not really with them anymore. We're kind of more we're just by ourselves. It's just watered down. It is a new age in NWO.
Stupid. That is part of the storyline of the Elite versus the Bullet Club. There are 8 members. They are tweeners. The fact of the matter is, those 4 US guys are breaking away, and that's the fucking storyline.
Alex, where the hell are you? I thought I heard a lion there.
I thought you would have been home by now.
I'm worried that he's not
here.
home.
I'm here.
I heard a lion.
I'm beside a motorway, so not a motorway, but like a road.
Anyway, I don't like the Bullet Club. I just don't think Matty Skrull should have joined them. He was doing perfectly fine by himself. I wouldn't have fucking joined him.
Sorry, hold on. You're saying he's doing perfectly fine by himself, but even you just don't like him.
No, I just said he's not my cup of tea. It's not that I can't appreciate.
That's not what you said. You didn't say he wasn't your cup of tea. You're saying what you said was, I get it, but I just don't get him.
No, I said I get it. I just don't like him.
Is it not more of a thing that basically every English-speaking guy that goes to
Okay.
Say that again, Dan?
Is it not more of a thing that all the English-speaking guys that go to Japan just end up joining the Bullet Club because,
yeah, that's very annoying.
Put them all.
It's very annoying. Like, I'm eventually waiting for Juice Robinson to join the Bullet Club. I give it 6 months.
Juice Robinson is
stuff like that. Like with Kenny and Ty and all that.
Hey, don't you diss Kai and Ty.
I'm not dissing Kenny and Ty, but I'm just saying that basically the Japanese are doing the exact same thing. They're just putting all the English speaking guys into one group and going, yeah, that's you. They put all of you.
Well, come on, Alex. Most of the English-speaking lads over in Japan at the moment are with it. I forgot. I do forget that Cody Rhodes is in the Bullet Club, only for the fact that he pops into those being the Elite videos every week. If those didn't exist, I completely forget he was in the Bullet Club.
Because Cody Rhodes is shit.
Cody Rhodes is not shit. Cody Rhodes is great.
He's not.
Fuck the revival, Kenan.
Exactly. Oh, whoa. Let's not get off on the wrong foot here, Alex.
Sorry, Nathan. Sorry.
Thank you.
No, Alex,
I respect you too much.
Alex, you fucking.
You see, we have rapport here.
Yeah.
Rapport. You're a fucking arsehole. Although, Alex, I am happy that you got home safe.
I'm not.
You. I'm just gonna look like a tomato for a few minutes.
To the norm.
I can't see either of your cameras for some reason.
Whose?
Amy's and Aaron and Alex's.
I can't see Nathan's or yours, Dan.
So that's weird. I can see Nathan and I can see Aaron.
I can see all of you.
I can see all of you as well.
I can see everyone.
Oh.
And Nathan said that as well. I can see everyone.
Admin Amy, huh?
In the group, I am
I
everywhere.
see you when you.
I am time itself.
I am the game.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that. Right, let's move on to the the Mayweather fight, and then after that we'll just hit on some fucking random shit that happened during the week.
And some OTT stuff.
And some OTT stuff, and some CCW stuff, and
Nobody cares about CCW, Aaron.
they do.
I don't know. They got a pretty big shout out this week from Corporate Keen.
Oh,
They did.
I don't think you're promoting Corporate Keen, but not your own page.
Oh yeah, www.facebook.com/F the Revival.
Yes.
I was delighted.
Actually, how many people
shared the picture from that page, and I was like, "That's class." Somebody else knows about it.
Nathan, how many people have liked that lovely page of yours?
Oh, we're over 200. I'll check for you now.
Ooh. Can you share the links? Can you share the 3 links that we have for this podcast on that page?
Yeah, sure. 223 likes. We've got 9 likes this week. Wow.
Nice. That's more than we have on our whole page.
By one.
Yeah, the Facebook page isn't the problem. It's the viewers on here. That's where the money is.
Yeah, totally. Making
There's so
2
much
cents.
there's so much money in YouTube now. This is why everyone wants to be a YouTube personality.
Actually, did you hear about that thing with H3H3 the other day? They won that copyright case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Anyway, Mayweather versus McGregor. McGregor was on a bathroom in 5.
Oh, yeah.
Either by TKO or KO.
Are we all in agreement?
I think Big Show is going to come down to the ring with Mayweather and batter McGregor for him.
I'm fully expecting Carmella cash in.
Oh my
This
god.
is serious.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. So during the week, Justin Bieber unfollowed Floyd Mayweather on Twitter. And Floyd Mayweather had a little meltdown about it because he's a bitch like that.
Oh no.
So this has all been leading up to Justin Bieber doing a run-in during the fight and kicking McGregor square in the face and leading us to a main event match between Conor McGregor and Justin Bieber.
George, fuck off right now.
No, George would be, it's all been a work and...
It has, though.
Oh shit,
It has been.
Asuka's injury is a work.
Oh,
That
yeah,
actually
great.
might be a work.
Fucking lift.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, that injury might have actually been a work.
On the taping, she's been called to the main roster, like.
I cannot believe. Do you know what that makes? Dan, what are you doing?
I'm just going.
You're going. Oh, you're finished, yeah. Shit.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Dan. Bye.
Bye.
Don't do that voice.
What
Can you do
voice?
that voice?
What
Why
voice?
can't you do that voice?
Don't do it.
What's the voice?
It's the gremlin voice.
Do the gremlin
It's
voice.
it's a really shit talent show.
Do the gremlin voice. Do it. Do it.
I'm not leaving till the voice.
Just do it.
Does anyone want to see my figures?
That makes me fall.
Oh, that was good. I like
Bye bye.
Bye.
that. Yeah.
I hate when you do that so much. It's horrible.
You filmed me doing it. That's the worst.
Dan's gone. Dan's gone. Huh? What a prick, huh?
I know, right? He's too old to go on a podcast every week.
That Alex, you got to stop like throwing the old thing around the place.
Alex, seriously, I'm now officially the oldest person here, so don't pull that crap.
Oh yeah. How old are you again?
27.
Oh.
Shit, I feel young.
What?
Alex, when's your birthday?
January.
What year?
I love how most of my
1998.
Oh, well, you're the youngest.
Oh.
By a month now, so that's not too bad.
I love how most of my insults as well on this podcast are me just like needlessly insulting Amy, and then she gets really ratty about it and just sort of sits and just like fucking prick.
She pulls out the resting bitch face.
Right, come here to me a second.
Actually, Aaron, I can't actually see you.
He's playing with his pussy.
Oh, you had to take that from me as well, didn't you?
Thing is, you're not wrong.
Amy, Jesus, what is wrong with you? Always bringing up.
I'm sorry. What are you playing with at the moment?
I was playing with
Thank you.
You know, actually, Aaron, your camera is just like our logo, so I'm just seeing Eric Rowan's forehead.
It still works for me. Is it working for everybody else? Amy, can you still see me?
I can still unfortunately see all of you.
Okay. Oh my god.
We've got so far off topic, I just don't even know. What were you even talking about?
No, actually,
It's been a slow week.
No, we didn't actually get off topic. We managed to stay on track with every single thing that we needed to talk about because we moved around. And now that you're back, now we're getting off topic.
No, because Dan left, and then like Nathan was going out of George.
We started getting off topic because of you. I vote that we bring Nathan back full time when we get Alex out.
I'm not voting that.
To this, bring the fun to this podcast. Fuck you. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm finally after getting Nathan out of one group that we have. I'm not bringing him into another.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already fucking felt bad for one special guest. We had to bring him back, so I suppose we can't do it with a second one. I love how Nathan didn't even react to that.
I actually didn't hear it. I just heard something special guest and leave it out.
All right, so I said that we can't really keep.
Mention it again.
Oh no, I'm not done mentioning it again. I was like, we can't really keep another special guest around because the last time we did that, we felt sorry for him. So.
Oh, that's. I'd prefer Amy over Aaron though. Like Aaron's the worst host.
Well, that's okay. If you don't want me back, I'll set up my own podcast with Blackjack Hookers and the Unit.
And Alex.
Are you
and Alex.
I'm not even going to ask.
What?
Hey!
What?
You wouldn't
no.
even have you. I don't know.
Alex is our. You're not taking Alex.
Because if there's one thing the internet needs, it's another wrestling podcast.
That's the reason we're doing it. Okay, I'm on the pulse. I know what.
If you're on the pulse, why don't you have the Unit on yet?
Because he's the Unit and he's a twat.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you're talking about our co-host here, Alex.
Yeah, but I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, but he calls me a twat too, so it's not new.
Hold on, you're not taking Alex. I'm sorry, I'm not giving up fucking.
I can do double duty.
Alex on this one.
Good, I can do both.
Alex can be my sleeper agent in here.
Look, it's my pussy. It's my pussy.
I can't see anything. I'm so glad I can't.
Who is not happy at the fact that I just picked him up in a very awkward way as well.
Oh, I mean, he's adorable though.
You good little pussy. You good little pussy.
I didn't know he meant his cat because I can't see anything.
Aaron literally just got a face full of pussy.
First time in his life as well.
I was going to hit out of your mum joke, but I'm not because I'm classy. Anyway.
See, I can rain on that parade, but I won't. You know.
We're not getting into this conversation again either with you.
What? Parents? Or raining on parade?
Never mind, sorry, I was thinking of something else, never mind.
Of course you were, Amy. Jesus, you hear rain and you think of a fucking bukkake.
What the fuck?
I'm done. Fucking done.
I didn't even get the start of it as well. I just heard bukkake and I was like, what? Jesus Christ.
I learned that from Xavier Woods, though, to be fair.
You're such a little shit.
I know. That's what I do. It's like, hi, Amy. My name's Alex. Have you met me? Like,
I have. I can't remember it, but I have.
Apparently, like, some people keep telling me I have, but like,
everyone, some a person in particular keeps telling me stuff that I've done, and I'm always like, no. And then literally 5 minutes later, oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Which is why he's no longer allowed to hang out with us at sessions.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, you don't like having somebody remembering what you were doing.
No. The sole member of the Kate Harvey fan club right there, imposing as a session section member.
The McGregor win is happening right now.
Is it?
Can we all just
They
grab
all
it?
make
That's
their way.
like just these
I
two
love it.
pretending to hate each
Do you know what I love as well? During the week that Mayweather said that McGregor might not make his weight, that he was worried in case he's not going to make it. I'm like, he just fought at 145 for the last fucking 3 years in the UFC. He's got to gain 10 pounds. That's his natural weight, is 10 pounds heavier.
other. Yeah.
Like, what are you on about, you dickhead?
Lads,
This morning he was.
did anyone see the post of him and his son
Oh,
Yes.
that's amazing.
in the 3-piece suit?
That's
Oh
nice.
my god.
I've ever worn
Wait,
in
I
my
thought that
life.
was Pitbull. Or maybe it's Austin Aries. I don't know at this point. They're all the one. Have you ever seen Conor McGregor's baby, Austin Aries, and Pitbull in the same room?
No, right.
We might tomorrow. We never know.
Shit's all going down tomorrow.
So much going on.
So yeah, OTT and stuff. How
I
great
need
is
to
OTT?
I need to get the rest of that fucking CCW card.
They haven't actually made up anything. There hasn't been any more announcements regarding the OTT one yet, though.
Well, they've announced though their anniversary show in Belfast. That looks stacked.
Yeah, Colt Cabana, ACH.
Cabana.
Who else was there?
Mark
Oh, Matt
Haskins,
Riddle.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle.
And
know
in good news, the poll to have a bus bring OTT fans up to Belfast is currently winning.
Oh, cool. I won't be able to go, but cool.
When this podcast is finished, there's something I need to rant about, but I'm not going to do it here.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Something that has pissed me off incredibly. But anyway,
Actually, did you see my post about Piper and Evan today? That shit disgusted me so much.
That was so mean.
So much.
And like it kept going. If you go onto the YouTube video, which you should never do with WWE because their comment sections are horrible. But like, oh my god.
I'm not even gonna bother with it because I don't need a reason to be angry. Because I already have you and Nathan here, so I don't need anything else.
You just have an aneurysm and we'd be gone. Like,
I'm gonna move away from all that sexist shit because that pissed me off.
I think it was
A
more
lot.
sizist than sexist. A bit of both.
Yeah, it was a bit of both.
Oh no, it was straight up sexism. I guarantee you wouldn't see if Kevin Owens was, and no.
It's like fat guys can be fat, but fat girls can't. It's like,
Yeah. They're not fat.
you know what I mean, though. They were all calling them fat.
CCW have only announced 2 more things out of that their card. Actually, 1.
What was it?
The pastor addresses his huge sheet fight against Joseph Connors. I'm assuming that one. Usually, I've seen them book shows from time to time. He'd probably come out of the start and set up the main event with someone.
See, that'll be a tag match because Chuck Mambo is at that show and he's Ever's tag team partner in Sweet Jesus.
Maybe,
So,
but there's no other tag team matches announced.
So
That's
I mean,
the
it could
thing.
happen. Or, like,
Did I talk about the Jack Jester match last week?
No.
No. Yeah, Jack Jester's in a 6-man tag team match with Raven Creed and Billy Bedlam against Danny the Beast Butler or
Basically,
DC.
Cork's version of the Decay.
Yes, and a better one, arguably.
Yeah,
Um,
it's much better than Rosemary, of course. Like,
so Danny the Beast Butler, DCT, and Debbie Keitel.
actually, I saw Debbie at that Contender show, haven't I? She's decent.
Debbie's
Although
pretty cool.
she was in a comedy match, so I couldn't really get much of a judgment.
She's actually pretty class. She is pretty class now. She is.
Oh, nice.
So
We have a lot of
definitely
good women's wrestlers, actually, haven't we?
have
As
now.
I
She's
said-
definitely
As I said, when I started training 4 years ago, there was 2. Sorry, 3. And at one point, there was only 2.
Jesus.
You had Siren, Katie Harvey, Kazuji.
Basically,
Cy-
OTTs
then
are
S- yeah, then Siren left, and then you had Kazuji and Katie Harvey for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have Raven Creed, you've got Debbie Keitel, you've got Valkyrie, you've got
Amy.
you've got
It's
other
probably-
ones.
I'm sure PWG
No,
have
there is.
some women's wrestlers. But I wouldn't know much about the Ulster wrestling scene.
Oh. Yeah, so the women's division here is just in Ireland is incredible.
It's good. Team needs to look
Like
at
before as well, like when Becky Lynch left, right? She went to WWE. I say for a long period, for about a year, I say we had no women's wrestlers here. I'm not sure on that because I went into the Irish independent scene at that point, but I say we probably had no women's wrestlers in this country for a while, did we?
Probably not. Like, it was never a big thing, really.
Well, Nathan's gone.
Bye, Nathan.
He's still there. He's
Still here.
just muted himself.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good. Oh, right, that's good. Right, yeah. So there's not really much else to say.
No.
Not much happened this week.
It's been a slow week.
I want to do this podcast every week, but if there's going to be weeks like this,
This is why I said you need a theme. You didn't come up with a theme, so now we're stuck.
because
Like,
I don't want to do a team. All right, then let's do a fucking team, you nagging little bitch.
is that meant to be like an insult or?
Let's have a rational conversation about why John Cena is a dickhead.
He is a dickhead.
He's
brought
not
this
a
up again.
dickhead.
He's a fucking dickhead.
We had this conversation. Amy's clearly just checking out of this conversation, and I don't blame her. I've got to
Because
do the same
Amy's
thing I
heard
did
this
before.
story.
John Cena is not a dickhead.
He's a dickhead.
John Cena, for the most part, is probably one of the most incredible human beings in human existence.
Okay, well, allow me to counter this.
Yes.
I was,
You go.
it was
Oh, yes, the story.
2009. It was 2009. It was my very first wrestling event, period. Not just WWE show, first wrestling show. And I went to it, and it had DX, it had The Legacy, it had Cody Rhodes. And in the main event, it was John Cena versus Jack Swagger for the WWE champion. And I had a fucking sign made out of shit little piece of yellow poster paper, and it said, "You can't see me." And I held it over the barrier because I fucking shot from ringside up to get a high five off of John Cena. I stuck my hand out as far as I could. He walked down the row. He got to my hand. He literally went like that. And then went to the kid beside me and then walked over the other side of the ring. And I was screaming in tears, John, please come back. And he looked over and he laughed. And then he went backstage. And some dickhead stole my DX glow sticks out of my pocket.
That prick.
I am traumatized by that night. It made me
As you
hate
should
John
be.
Cena.
As you should.
What also
He's
made me hate John Cena was I once watched a member of his security team push a small child over, and he laughed after it happened, and then walked away to the bar.
Damn.
To be fair, pushing kids over is fun.
Jesus, Aaron. You woman beater, you kid beater. What don't you hate? Well, you are Jim Cornette, Mark. He probably preaches that shit.
He doesn't actually, so.
Are you sure about that? He's from like the 60s.
I listen to his.
He probably hates women and children.
No. He, if you ever listen, just type in Jim Cornette Donald Trump. Trust me, you'll see that man is pretty left.
Why would I put Jim Cornette into my Google search engine? Then Google might think I actually have an interest in that man.
Because you need to fucking educate yourself in proper professional wrestling.
Yeah,
But
sure
whatever.
thing.
Is Amy
The guy
just
who
gonna
hates
speak?
Kenny
I
Omega.
think Amy.
is-
Amy!
Amy.
She fell asleep.
Obviously not.
I thought she actually fell asleep there. Holy shit! It kind of looks like she did. She just kind of went. Wow.
God.
No, but right, this is what I'm trying to get at. Do you know what I love when people say, "Oh, John Cena's a dickhead"? Right? You have your own legitimate arguments to say John Cena's a dickhead. That's actually pretty.
Thank you.
That's pretty hell. I'll give you that one. And let's be honest. I think all of us here can admit, for a long period of time, none of us liked John Cena up until probably 2011. Am I right?
Yeah.
I liked heel John Cena.
You're just a sweaty mess. That's why.
I mean, I liked him
I
till
despised
2009.
him.
Yeah.
I despised John Cena for a very long time, but then I realized like the shit he does like away from wrestling. Do you know,
But,
like the fact that
every wrestler does that. That shouldn't make you change your opinion.
500 Make-A-Wish grants, and that was a couple of years ago. It probably tipped 1,000 times.
But as CM Punk says, every wrestler does that. It's just John Cena has to hype the shit out of it, like.
He doesn't do it though. That's the company. John Cena is the face of the WWE. If he saves a kid from cancer with his bare hands, you're damn right the WWE is gonna go, look at her, look at him, look at our God. You know that's true.
I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining like John Cena, and they're just like this. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, praise
Look at him. He saved this boy.
Jesus.
This has gone really racist.
What's Jim Cornette's view on
What's Jim Cornette's view on John Cena?
the Father Ted reference? That's like a big step for me.
Did he?
You don't understand the reference, though. That's the worst part about it.
I've been shown this. I said to Aaron, I see you're racist now, Aaron. What's the Jim Cornette view on this?
Oh,
Jesus.
as I said, Nathan, professional podcast.
Racism, sexism, and beating of kids.
I have to admit now, in all fairness, Aaron, you do seem to really favour the beating of women and children.
I actually don't. It just seems like that my favorite bits in wrestling just happen to be the beating of women and kids. That's all I'm saying.
You would have loved that Fight Factory show where some kid got kicked in the face.
No, it made it worse. Nathan wasn't even there for it, right?
Oh.
I was, and what made it so much worse is I could not laughing.
Right, what's in my head right now, right, is just some kid at the side. A wrestler moved out of the way of a super kick, and he just got clocked in the jaw. That's who I have in my head.
What actually happened was sitting. She was sitting in the front row seat, and someone went over to basically went over the top rope like a moonsault over the top rope, and just managed to proper connect with her face and his foot.
Like, was it like the side, like all this part, like a proper like boot in the face, like
Proper went.
Fucking kid now sold it, I bet.
Oh, she sold it like a.
I don't see had a fucking option, to be honest.
The kids was like, listen, I want you to lay it into me. Like, we're doing strong style tonight.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
These fucking New Japan marks, they're getting younger and younger.
That's still my favorite thing that Joey has ever done. Right, this was at Scrapper Mania when Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks were over, and Joey was sitting like behind us, like in the rows that we were in, and he was just like, "I'm gonna hate all these fucking kids wearing their Kenny Omega shirts. I don't even know who the fuck he is." Directly next to him is this adorable little girl decked out in all her Kenny Omega gear with a Kenny Omega sign, and her and their mother, when they heard Joey belittle her, she just kind of went. What made it even better, Joey seemed completely oblivious to all of this. And it wasn't until all of us were kind of looking at him and then looking at the kid and just like, you're a dick.
I've never seen anyone look so in love at a wrestling show, and like I've sat beside Amy while Marty Skrull and Trent Seven have been in the ring, but it's just like she was sitting up at the barricade, she had her sign dangled over, and she just had her head on her hands like that, staring.
Like she looks like a young, innocent, non-alcoholic version of me.
Oh,
So you can imagine what that is.
That hadn't been like ruined by man at this point. Right? She legit was so in love with every single thing that she had seen. And you could fucking feel the excitement off her, and Joey just destroyed it. With one comment. Fucking
I remember
marks.
that's the most meanest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It was the funniest fucking thing ever, though. It was literally because he was so oblivious to the fact that she was even next to him. I legit think Joey thought she was just a fan, and he hadn't even registered that she was a child. So
Well,
brilliant.
little people can be fans too, you know. You never know. She could have been that, but you know.
Oh no, she was legit a proper fan, and it was destroyed on her. It was beautiful.
Oh, fun. She belonged to my section of casual fans who had no clue. When I was at Scrappermania, I was sat next to all these casual fans and Nordies.
Oh my god! I legit thought you were saying that you were a blow-in, Alex, for a minute. I was like, oh shit.
In for what?
OTT.
Yeah, that's like.
In the forum, you should know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, lads, I'm going to stop this because we have just veered completely off track. We'll stay on the call,
Yeah.
obviously, and we'll just keep talking.
Yeah. Done. I'm actually. I don't want to get ads. I don't want to get angry.